Another day, another cold day. Not as cold as yesterday, because yesterday was really brutal. But that's still very cold. I believe, I look at it because me, I kind of know only a degree Celsius. So we were under, probably 1, 2, or 3 under. But in Fahrenheit, I look it up, and that's probably somewhere around 30 or even below 30s. So yeah, that was very cold yesterday. And so I didn't even put on my golf shoes. I kept those ones which was kind of a little hotter. So we'll try to actually get something done with hotter shoes. But yeah, that's kind of the challenge for today, the cold again. And also I completely forgot because, I forgot. I want to apologize because that wasn't, but that's not an excuse. The fact that the video yesterday and the video before that was, the TrackMan file had an issue, so you didn't have a TrackMan, and the one of yesterday was out of focus. I don't know what the reason was, but that was out of focus. Oh, yeah. So I just want to make sure everything is in focus this time. It seems. I really hope that's okay. So today is going to be mainly about downswing. I want to read that Rory's position. I have a few insights, honestly not that much compared to yesterday. I'm just yeah. So and probably because I believe you didn't rewatch yesterday's video since it was pretty much unwatchable. So I'm going to go over the few insights that I had yesterday, and then implement, tell you, okay, what was kind of the things I kind of understood yesterday evening, even though I kind of really struggled here. To be honest, that kind of really the sticking point, because if I can figure that, it's pretty much, everything else is kind of easy. And that I'm referring, we are going to warm up with that again today because that's just too cold. I'm not seeing myself doing that without it. Yeah, the position that I want is kind of at the delivery point, being able to really kind of still get as much lag as possible at that point, just before impact. And that's kind of the deal here. Also, yesterday was really brutal. What? It tracked something, but I didn't move anything. So anyway, yeah, because I completely forgot. But when it's cold, your body burns more calories. Kind of forgot on that. And so you see, you remember that my goal is to get about 1,000 calorie deficit to lose fat, and so I went on to eat normally. But with the cold and the fact that I went after it a little more with the goal of eating 100 drivers and nothing less, well, I kind of end up at 3,300 calories for the day, which is way over what I was expecting. And the kind of food that I eaten made me about, I pretty much eat only 1,900. So I had like 1,400 calories in deficit. So yeah, that was a brutal day, and today I kind of felt the consequences. It was really difficult to go in the gym and so on. I started to get used to swing like this. Just as usual, a little bit warm up, and then we are going to talk a little bit more about technique. So the first key really thing that I had yesterday was this left shoulder. Trying to create as much separation between my left shoulder and my left hip. Because I believe that when I do my back swing, I try to rotate. Because I don't create that stretch between my left shoulder and my left hip, that's why my left hip kind of come with it. Where if as I rotate, try to create as much separation between my left hip and my left shoulder, I believe that's going to allow the hips to stay a little quieter, let's say. Because Rory doesn't, it's not that he doesn't move his hip, actually he moves his hip during the backswing. It's just that they move at a very slow pace compared to his shoulder. Well, that kind of where I'm picking, at least that was what I was doing at the last session. That was the key insight I had. So I kind of, I believe, since I worked a lot with the left side, I'm going to explain why. Because first, this sensation I explained to you is mainly about the left side. But there is also another one on the downswing, which is also about the left side. So and since I worked the shoulders on the gym 2 days ago, today I should be sore on both shoulders, but given the fact that being wide here worked a lot the left shoulder, I'm kind of the left shoulder doesn't feel great today. And so the second one was, so 2 days ago, the last session, I realized that when I do this, try to shallow the club at the top of the swing, this actually creates that bend here that I wanted. Because on the backswing, we thought that I told you that I want to kind of create a bend that way to create that stretch here that is going to allow to maintain the angle and avoid rotating too much the hips and so on. And so, but I believe then once you're that way, you need to go down that way at the beginning, during the downswing, to be able to rotate and deliver the club the right position. So, and so I realized that, okay, so that's great, but if I do it with both arms, first of all, I'm getting the club too flat. And also something I told you yesterday is Rory during the downswing, you can see that his right elbow is kind of flying a little bit. And so I realized that maybe I just need to use the left arm to actually shallow the club as I'm going down. So that was kind of the idea. But then so it worked a little bit, but I kind of felt some difficulties. But we are going to go over all of that in detail once I'm with the driver. Just warm up, make sure I'm not cold when I'm getting off my jacket. So pretty much the inside. So all of what I've told you is good. I need to keep doing it. But in terms of timing, because I try to actually do this shallowing and build line and rotate directly from the top, and I realize is probably this shallowing. I need to tell you the whole story first. Whole story. Because when I put on, and I'm going to put on after the swing of Rory, what I saw is he's moving both knee that way a little, and then it's kind of like then his right leg is externally rotating to finish the rotation, and kind of the left knee is not internally rotating. You don't see it, but the inside of the hips, this is what happened to finish kind of the rotation at the end. So he moves that way, and then it's almost like he moves his hip in a certain way first, and then he's finishing by moving his hips in another way. Like first, he's actually moving his right leg internally and his left leg externally, and then doing quite the opposite. Once he cannot go further, kind of moving then the right leg externally and the right leg externally, left leg internally. But just to finish and kind of release. But this is what I realized. Let's just hit that last ball with the 6 iron first. Is at the beginning of the downswing, remember, we talked a lot about that. We talked a lot about that. It's kind of bumping both heel. Sorry, I'm really tired today. Both heel forward, like this. Not that much, but kinda. And so I realized that, maybe that's interesting, because the issue I had with what I explained to you with the rotation, doing first this and then on the opposite, it's kind of okay, but in the downswing, you don't really have that much time to actually get it done. And what I'm thinking is maybe by bumping both heel forward, is first activating the muscle responsible for externally rotating the right leg and internally rotating the left leg. And then he can rotate with the other motion as much as he wants. But as soon as this motion is kind of die out, then you have already activated the other motion, the other muscle, to finish the rotation. Kind of. Yeah, I know that's kind of complex. But I mean, if I want to figure it out, I cannot just go the easy route. I need to figure out deeply. No, not driver, white driver. That's a 5 wood here. So we have lots of things to test. And I'm going to finish because this is not finished yet. That's kind of my train of thoughts only. So if that's the case, it means, and especially because on the downswing of Rory, there is really two motion. First, a bump to the left side, and then a rotation. So, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I went about it wrong, because I tried to shallow the club with the left arm as I was rotating, but maybe this is during the transition where I'm bumping to the left side. I need to actually compress that side as much as possible, which is going to help bump to that left side, trying to shallow with the left arm and try to let my right arm kind of flying out. And then I can rotate, but the idea is, and this is where I was thinking, okay, because as I was flattening out the club, I was trying to build the leg at the same time. That didn't really work. So here, if I first shallow the club, and then rotate and try to build the leg, and almost, this is what I thought is, try to just build the leg all the way until impact. Not really trying to release at any point or going through. Just, you know what? Just rotate and keep the leg until impact. Period. Is that kind of what I want to see here today? Is sorry, I thought you were someone. It's release this lag at the delivery position and try to rotate as much as possible. So that kind of the thing. And even if I can, you know what? Let's even lower the standard. If I can get the lag, that's fine. But let's try to get that massive bump. Because until now, actually, I wasn't able to get that massive bump. So if I can get an insane bump, that will be the first good step. And if in bonus I can have also the lag, that's the cherry on top. pretty much that's going to be face on view only. I'm going to put my iPhone just beside the camera just after, once I'm on the driver. But yeah. So 1, 2. Yeah, I felt a little better here. I felt that I'm shadowing the club and then building up that lag. Don't know what it look on camera, but this feels a little bit better. And I'm surprised to how well I'm able to swing with that, with all of that, to be honest. Probably it's not as easy as I feel it is, but still. And also, I believe I start the way I do my workout and so on. I'm getting above and beyond my MRV, maximum recoverable volume, because I start feeling not necessarily tired, but weaker and weaker. So tomorrow it's a rest day, so it's perfectly good. But I might need on the compound lift, because I'm doing the compound and after an hypertrophy group muscle specific work. And so maybe on the compound, initially I wanted to do 10 reps to really stimulate hypertrophy, but probably that's too much. That's too much, because then on the, for instance, if I do squat for 10 reps and then I'm really sore with the leg, and after I do another leg day, and because I'm doing 2 sessions of squat during the day, during the week, my legs are going to be just fucked for a very long time. So I might just do on the compound lift, just do my max or close to my max, but not necessarily trying to increase over time, just as a proxy to maintain my strength during this period where I'm losing fat. Not necessarily trying to increase the load, because if I increase, then I'm going to have a lot of fatigue due to neural system adaptation, and I'm already too tired for that. Don't need more. I kind of feel good, actually. That's really slow, but kind of feel something. I really want to see how it looks with the camera here. Really. So let's get my computer out. Let's set up the iPhone, and we are ready to go. With the driver. Hop. Let's see if actually the autofocus is okay, because honestly I don't want this to happen ever again. The first time it happened, I don't want to try again. It's a little less cold today, I believe. Probably, if I had to guess, we are somewhere in the. So yesterday I'm pretty sure below 30s, and below 0. But today we might be somewhere around 30s, 32, 30, something like that. So it's still cold. Don't get me wrong, but nothing close to yesterday. Up, and I need you to look down a little. Yes, perfect. Got this. I really don't want to take my jacket off. I'm good. I'm kind of warm. So yeah, this is this position here, right here, that I'm looking for. Let's just put it there. Try to get something. Look, something close to that. Let's change driver, and we are ready to go. little ball. Right, first swing with, and then I'm removing it. '98. Yeah, of course I kind of struggle to move here. Yeah, let's take that off, and we are going to create some heat by trying to accelerate a little bit. Let's go. Don't hold anything back. Okay? Anything. No. What's that? 1 or 2? It's a little faster. So, the idea is I'm bumping, then rotate and try to maintain the lag until impact, which I didn't do here. I'm not going to refocus that much on the backswing. It's probably going to look like shit. But the only thing I'm focusing on the backswing is creating that as much separation between my left shoulder and my left hip, and pretty much that's it. So, let's take a look at it. That's kind of this position, I believe. Yeah, at this point his hands are slightly lower than that also, and he's building more lag. But that, honestly, that's kind of a little better. That's kind of a little better. I'm not rotating nearly enough, but so drop and re-rotate and build that lag, okay? Oh, I felt better with the jacket on. Funny enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the key difference here is I stop rotating. Let's try to internally rotate that left hip here, because I believe I don't do it that much compared to Rory. So here. Honestly, the science of rotating the hips fast is kind of a mystery for me. It has always been. So, Okay. Let's try to put a little more energy into it. And also try to keep that left arm, left shoulder really low, because this is really the difficult point that I have here. Oh, I was low. So low, in fact, that I hit it probably with the top of my driver. And that's better. That's definitely better. But still something missing. Let's try, even if I'm not doing it, to kind of try to almost having my feet that way at this point. Almost on my toe as I'm approaching impact. Because one of the things that I see with Roy is kind of his left heel is off the ground. Yeah, a little, okay. You can see that my heel, my right heel left went off the ground just before the release. And when, just I wonder, he's kind of start when the shaft is perpendicular to the ground. This is at this point that when the shaft arrives somewhere here, this is where his heel start moving off the ground. So even though that doesn't look that much, he's already a little ahead with his hips rotation at that point than I am. And I had to pretty much turn do it as much as I possibly can. So let's try to do the same and keep the arm low as well. So yeah, my heel go off the ground. There is a little more lag as well. Little. I'm not there yet, clearly, but okay. So the idea is woof, 106. What I tried is actually, okay, I'm rotating as aggressively as I possibly can here, but then kind of try to stop the hips to get my heel from here to actually inside with the right leg externally rotated. Kind of stop the motion. Which is something that Rory does. He's stopping his hip as he goes through. So interesting the fact that I went to, because that's the first swing kind of above 105, I believe, today, which is kind of interesting. Let's try that again. Okay, 104. It's definitely, there is a little bit of speed here. It's not. I didn't want as hard enough. That's kind of hard to time. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, not nearly enough hips rotation on that one. So yeah, I need to kind of rotate and then not rotate. This is kind of almost after impact. Yeah. Nee. 104 again. Wow. I mean, my calf are sore, my feet are sore. I don't have a single muscle that is not sore in my body. Let's try to, because something that I found over the last winter cycle where I tried to gain speed was to, when you're kind of loading like a baseballer and then whoosh, you're doing like it, and so that's also something that can help here, Because I believe that as I try to get flatter, to shallow the club, I get flatter at the top. So maybe I try to really kind of taking a step back and throw with the arm. Maybe that could help here. Oh, we have 108. I didn't really focus on the shape here. Let's try to do some funky thing here, just and see how it looks actually. Okay, now let's try to do the same, but with the rotation, because I'm focused only on the transition here. (108), okay. I definitely start feeling how to generate power and so on. And honestly, I really 108 with the level of fatigue that I have is not that bad. Okay, I'm a little long here. And I believe I fucked up the backswing. So. Yeah, but probably the backswing was very, very long. Not that much, actually. Oh, that's insane. 113.5 with a backswing that wasn't that long. What? Okay. Okay. Okay, 109, but that's still. Okay. We're on to something, guys. We are on to something. First week, insane. I just need to. Okay. I really go. On a 9.9. Honestly, anything close to 110 is really good given how tired I am. It's almost like I don't really go after it with my left leg. (110), okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little long with the backswing here. Okay. I don't really know where it is this one. Guys, we are starting to make speed training. Isn't that awesome? Shitty one, this one. I'm kind of because I'm setting the club really well at the top, but I kind of struggle to come down, to close the club face. Let's say when I'm coming down. Maybe that's the issue here. So yeah, here the club face is extremely open, and so then I need probably to try to kind of rotate it. So whoosh. And this is what's going to maintain maybe the lag a little bit. Because yesterday we did that a little bit, but I was kind of starting having my left wrist bow. But because I was starting from a neutral position, where here, kind of, almost I'm opening the face as I go down. So by doing the same motion to kind of close the club face, I'm going to get back to neutral. Okay, let's try that. Yes, feel definitely better. We are on to fucking something, guys. I tell you. Let's drink a little bit of water, don't forget that, since now I'm not forgetting my water anymore, but I still need to drink. Oh. No. I thought I was maintaining the lag much longer, but no. We are going to get there. And here you can see there is something that actually I don't like. My left leg is like my weight is just way too much behind at that point. My Rory at this point here, I believe. Yeah, at this point he's completely over his left. At least the center of my hips, or at least my left hip, should be either inside my left foot or almost over the center of my left foot. I'm not even close here. But we are starting to generate power without going too long on the backswing, which is good, because if I want to get some speed, I know how to do it. Just that's not really a backswing that I'm going to use on the golf course. Only 254. So that was fun, but I believe this is that. So I kind of like this to go like this, but when I go like this, then I need to really close the club face to avoid pushing it to the right, because you can still see now that I missed right quite a lot. So my club face is way too open. Since the club pass is not that inside, so that's interesting. And let's try to get a little more over the left foot as well. Fuck it. Wow. I'm mesmerized by the speed that I'm generating. And I'm barely past parallel. I mean, that's what's even more mesmerizing to me. Oh, here we go. I felt that the face kind of closed at this point. Maybe not. Did I hit a draw? Yes, I hit a draw. See, clearly the face was a lot more square on this one. So we're going to get after it. And I believe once I have the motion, it's going to be more easy to get closer and closer to the swing, because as I told you, the swing of Rory is highly dynamic. So if the motion is right, then it's going to be much easier to just get closer and closer. I mean, honestly, I don't really force things that much. I'm above 110. And I'm only barely past parallel. So there's clearly something wrong with my left leg here. I mean, that's probably because I had a surgery on my left knee. So maybe subconsciously I'm kind of worrying when I'm going after it like this to hurt my knee. Maybe that's why I'm not really pushing too much here, because I'm worried of the torque. So yeah, maybe I should just try to rotate internally to keep my knee safe as hard as I possibly can, which may help with the rotation. Honestly, I start focusing a little less on the technique because I'm kind of so happy to start getting a little faster here. I try to go more on my left leg. Yes, let's not focus too much on rotation. Let's try to really go on my left leg here. And get that fucking draw here. No. Get that draw. I told you that I believed that once I got the right motion, I will be somewhere between 110 and 115 before we are actually starting to train for speed. And so the goal, we are going to get better and better over the coming 2 months until the end of February. And the goal is by the end of February, because I'm not going to push that much speed until the end of February, we are going to slowly build up. The idea is, I believe, to be strong enough to swing consistently at 115. If I can hit 115 as a baseline before we actually trying to push speed hard, I really believe I can reach my goal of 130 by the end of the year, and reaching my goal of swinging between 120 and 125 on the golf course. That's kind of the key here that we need to keep in mind. That's so funny. It's like, yeah, almost before I even start the downswing, I kind of contract my leg, kind of as a prevention mechanism to avoid hurting my knee. So I know that one of the most powerful things for me is actually hitting my left leg. That's one of, and so since we started working on the Rory McIlroy swing, I was kind of confused, not knowing really how to do that. So let's try that, and I believe we can go somewhere 112, 113 if I do it right. No, I did it wrong. But that's still 112. No, because the idea is... Ok. Ok, allez. Hey. What happened? You didn't got it. And this one, I just try to focus on getting the club on the right plane to actually get a little more inside and kind of draw the ball. Because yeah, I believe I need to do both. Or maybe oh, yes, I forgot that I wanted to try to hit my left leg a little more. A little too long on this one. I believe I'm going to have to analyze it. I'm kind of on the right path, I believe. On the right path. Even the fact that pretty much I'm generating more power, I believe I am on the right path. Just because of that. I'm not getting my backswing too long. I'm generating more power. The rigs looks somewhat okay. I mean, what else do we want? Just, yeah. Leg motion, not there yet. A lot slower. But I mean, at some point I need to stop focusing on the. That's getting faster is fine. But at the end of the day, we're working on technique today, not speed. Speed is going to come, you see. Because what I've kind of not liking is because there is also something here. The feet of Rory kind of goes off the ground slightly before impact, start kind of externally rotating, where mine goes after. So that's something kind of an inefficiency here. There's a bar owner that is leaving town, leaving the golf. Yeah, because there is a bar. I believe it stay up until maybe 8 or 9, something like that. And so that's the time. I mean, you know, that's just the last session. I just want to have fun, so let's just have fun. So, yeah, but also I want to figure it out. I kind of lacking focus this evening. It's difficult. Oh, yeah. I go with the left side like this to then. Well, so what I'm thinking is this idea of going here across the line. I do it as I'm getting on my left side here, and then whoosh, but I'm kind of late then with the shallowing of the club. No, Rory doesn't do that. I mean, he's kinda. What he seems to do is, as he's getting across the line here, he kind of shifts on his left side, and then he hits his left leg as he moves down. Maybe that's that. Which would make sense. So going here on the left side. So as soon as I start, then whoosh. Nah, feel weird. Feel weird. I mean, I'm more on my left side for sure. There is something I don't get. Yeah, but probably I need to just rewatch this whole session tomorrow during my rest day and really just think deeply about it. Because here I'm kind of on the high euphoric of having found how to generate speed with that new motion. But I start going down, the energy starts dropping. But also here I tried more to focus rather than just speed. Yeah, I didn't get it right, but trying to. And that's kind of the issue is I don't see how I can put more pressure faster into the ground. I mean, yeah, maybe by trying to stay low with the left shoulder, left arm, I'm gonna have to use my feet, my left leg to push higher probably. Of course, I'm using something else here, but I think I'm going to have to slow down in speed, not necessarily because motion is wrong, it's because I need to start using something else to more the leg rather than the upper body through impact to generate high speed. Like I go across and here, but kind of try to stay low and try really to use the lower body to whoosh, activate and go through. What I tried here is actually, you know what? I just try to use the lower body to shallow the club and come from the inside. Nah, nah. Definitely going to require some adjustment here. But once I do find it, to be honest, I'm insanely across the line at this point. But that's also probably because I don't shallow it enough. Maybe. No. Kind of try to. Well, I'm back, right? Stay behind, keep the hand really forward as much as possible. Didn't really know. Let's try to do one. Just try. Probably won't be able to, but try. 115 with a club that doesn't go above parallel to the ground. Ah, 111. I need to hit my left leg so hard. Okay. Oh, 111. It's kind of out of sync here. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Actually, now I'm thinking it's probably I do too much rotation that way. But once I kind of rotate here, I need to kind of pass things here and whoosh, and up like this. Whoosh. Okay. Oh, I cannot get it now. Kind of get it. I'm touching on it. I'm so close. It's just that My body just doesn't want it. It's just that the idea is you go here, then here like this, but if you just do that, you compress your spine, and that's not very good. And also the club face not very in a good position. So this idea is you go cross the line, then you move inside, trying to really get out that way. But also you kind of rotating the lower body to close the club face and yeah, probably I should just and try to rotate as much as possible you can to score the club face. That's another world. Okay. Yeah, I believe I can't do it more until I'm able to get a good club face. So this is not just about doing that and keeping the club face over. No. I need to learn to do that and kind of squaring the club face as well at the same time. Because then I can actually do it even more with more power. And now I'm thinking about it, it's probably the more, I need to probably get as flat as possible during the backswing, given the fact that at the top of the swing of the backswing, I'm getting as much across the line as possible. So, I can pretty much go completely inside here. My driver is making so much noise. $3,000 RPM, of course. And what if? I tried to do the over-the-top motion that I was doing last time, because if I do this and just do this, kind of my arms stay behind. If I do this, but the first motion is actually doing this, kind of getting my arm more in front, and so maybe that's going to compensate and avoid going too much across the line. Let's try again, because this wasn't a good attempt here. kind of make a good beginning of the downswing, but then it's kind of fucked. Okay, well, 110, 110, 110. That's great. That's kind of great. Doesn't fix the issue here. I try, I do pretty much everything the same, but then rotating that right leg as much as possible, as hard as possible during the I try to kind of internally rotate the left leg as well at the same time, doing it both at the same time. Okay. And that was a good one, this one. Oh yeah. Very nice shot. But I'm using kind of way too much my upper body to rotate rather than my lower. Oh shit, I completely forgot. You might want to plug your computer. Yeah, of course, I completely forgot that one. Please don't shut down. Generally, when he's saying that, it's already too late. But please go, 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 go. Fuck. I'm going. I hope the file is going to be saved. How can I fuck up 3 days in a row? Really? 3 days in a row, because I believe it doesn't record the file when you shut it down like this. The trackman recording. So fucked up again. Again. Nice. Fuck. I'm really desperate at this point. Fuck it. No, he doesn't want to start again? Oh, fuck it. Well, I believe we are going to leave it there, probably. Since, yeah. So let's recap. At least, let's recap. I promise, next week, I will try to not fuck things up. Sorry, I'm so deeply sorry. I'm ashamed of myself that because I know I'm going to post it anyway, because I want to post every single one of my trainings. But I'm ashamed of myself that I give you that shitty viewer experience. I'm ashamed. But anyway, we'll do it. So, no. I feel it. I'm putting like a hooker. Maybe I should just relax my left arm because that probably is the issue here. Yeah, I should pretty much, I really keep my upper body kind of relax going through and try to do the motion, the same motion, but with the leg instead of the arms. I guess we are done. Thanks you for watching, and I'm really sorry. I fucked up again. But probably you don't know, you don't listen because you saw that the video at the beginning didn't have a trackman, and so you left off, which is normal. I completely understand.